Catholic Church. The story begins in Jerusalem, not with power, but with a handful of witnesses who saw a man rise from the dead. Apostles walked dusty roads, baptized strangers in rivers, preached in marketplaces, and shed their blood in foreign lands. Their mission, now global, becomes the Catholic Church. She believes what they believed. She celebrates the same sacraments they received. And she stands on the promise Jesus gave Peter. On this rock I will build my church. Across every continent, in every language, the Eucharist is lifted, heaven touching earth. Councils shaped her doctrine. Saints shaped her soul. Empires tried and failed to silence her. She remains the world's most visible line back to the apostles. One faith, one baptism, one Lord. Eastern Orthodox churches. Turn eastward, where candles flicker in golden domes and chants rise like the heartbeat of eternity. The Eastern Orthodox churches share the apostolic beginning, the early councils, the sacraments that transform bread into Christ. But history is messy. In 1054, long tension, politics, distance, different languages, different emphases, snapped communion with Rome. Not faith versus faith, but brothers divided by understanding. Yet, their faith remains ancient and unbroken. Icons are not art, they are theology in color. Liturgy is not prayed, it is lived. Orthodoxy is a cathedral of tradition that never rushed to change. A church that treasures mystery and guards the early faith like a sacred inheritance.
Oriental Orthodox churches.
Dive further back in time to a split after the Council of Chalcedon in 451 AD. The Oriental Orthodox churches, Coptic, Syriac, Armenian, Ethiopian, Eritrean, and Malankara, walked away from the debate on how to describe Christ's nature, not because they doubted him, but because words felt too small for such a mystery. These are churches that prayed under persecution. They hid scriptures in caves, celebrated the Eucharist under threat, and preserved languages Jesus himself would have heard. Their liturgies are ancient rivers, still flowing. Their survival is a miracle of stubborn faith. They remain apostolic not by claim, but by history written in martyrdom. Assyrian Church of the East. Now imagine Christianity before it became European, before cathedrals, before Latin ruled the West. In Mesopotamia, the Assyrian Church of the East blossomed, far from Roman borders. They carried the gospel along the Silk Road. By the 7th century, Christianity had already reached China because of them. Missionaries with sand in their sandals and courage in their bones. Their separation comes from disputes after the Council of Ephesus for 31 AD. But their roots, still apostolic, still strong. They pray in Aramaic, the language Christ spoke. Their existence alone reminds the world. Christianity's home address isn't Europe. It began in the East, and the East kept moving. Old Catholic churches. Finally, a newer chapter, Old Catholic churches. After Vatican I, 1870, debates about papal infallibility led some European communities to step away from Rome, but not away from the apostles. They kept valid bishops, valid Eucharist, ancient Western liturgy. The heritage remained. Small in number, yes, but historically linked and still sacramental. They are proof that splits don't erase roots, only redirect the branches. One tree, 5 branches. Catholic, Eastern Orthodox,
Oriental Orthodox.
Assyrian Church of the East, Old Catholic. Different histories, different wounds, different expressions of worship. But beneath the bark and leaves, beneath the centuries-long disagreements, flows the same apostolic lifeblood, Christ's mission to the world. A single story told 5 ways, a single flame held in 5 lamps, a single Lord calling all his people back to one table.